Yeah, the world becomes a circus. Yeah, the ringmaster's the person on the TV screen telling you right from wrong and how to live. Yeah, they hide behind their walls of gold while they play their Game of Thrones and tell another lie on the news tonight. Whoa. Says at the end of time, the good Lord's judging this life of mine, and the devil, he does his best to keep us down. But I got George Strait playing on the radio. He's the one who taught me right from wrong. And old Hank Sr., he taught me how to put them down. My daddy said put one foot in front of the other, 'cause life will be one bad mother if you don't push back when the world has got you down. Whoa. TV screen telling you right from wrong and how to live. And they hide behind their walls of gold while they play their Game of Thrones. They tell another lie on the news tonight, and it's all a circus. Yeah, we all just sit back and enjoy the ride as I watch the world go up in fight. Have we all forgot what it means to be a man? Are we still a nation that is son of God? Is that another thing that we all forgot in this backwoods world that we are living in? Whoa, whoa. And it's all a circus, yeah, the ringmaster's the person on the TV screen telling you right from wrong and how to live. And they hide behind their walls of gold while they play their Game of Thrones. They tell another lie on the news tonight, and it's all a circus. Yeah, real life's become a show. Tell that devil, back on up and head on down the road, because this ain't my circus.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another Thirsty Thursday
Podcast.
Not
cash, cast.
Not cash, cast. Anyways,
Yeah.
Enough of our nonsense.
Derek, this is number 48.
4-8. We're getting close to that halfway
We
to
are.
100.
We are. I feel like it's going slow now that we're like.
I know,
tracking.
right? You get to that number, you're starting to get to that bigger number, and fucks you up, throws you off a little bit. But
Right.
at any rate, I'll introduce that. That was Adam Capps with the Circus that you just heard. But we'll talk about that song here in a minute after we get through talking about our wonderful sponsors over there at Top Shop Paint Repair.
TopShopPaint.com, baby. Woo!
Those guys are killing it over there.
Dude, always doing something. Hopefully we're sending them some business. I don't know.
I actually didn't see anything on their Facebook. That doesn't mean anything. They're probably still doing great shit over there. I just haven't been on Facebook too much. But they do fiberglass boat repair. They do all your body repair that you need, hail damage, anything. They take all of your insurance. They work with everybody.
Everybody's always asking, where can I get my windows tinted? Go to Top Shop Paint Repair, man.
They do it all. Every bit of it. They'll do it. Go talk to them. If there's something,
yeah, they'll fucking go after something that.
if there's something they can't do, you let us know so we can. Well, we still ain't gonna tell anybody. But as far as I'm concerned, they do everything. So go over there for fiberglass, boat repair, body work, window tint,
Bed liners, whatever.
hell, they may even cook you breakfast. We don't even know.
Oh, maybe.
I don't know.
So call 316-260-4022. Located 423 South St. Francis. Derek, our second sponsor, amazing sponsors we have. This is Alpha Heating and Air. Give them a call at 316-765-4492, Alpha HC 16@gmail.com.
As you know, it is getting hot. We've had a couple days. We've had a few nice days. It got hotter than shit last week. Now, it kind of cooled off, but don't let that fool you.
Now's when you get your shit fixed.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Because it's only going to get hotter. So,
Derek, they're an LG and York dealer, but they do maintain all brands. So if you have a problem, they'll come out and look at it. They do free estimates on new replacing systems, and they have a $75 tune-up special right now that they'll come look at your unit and make sure it's working really good, and you'll be glad you did. It's $75 is a lot better than coming home to a 120-degree house one day.
exactly.
So,
as far as I'm concerned, they are the best HVAC in town. If you can prove me wrong, please let me know.
I use them. I got a brand new AC unit for my upstairs in my house. Nice little LG.
Ass.
Dude, it's badass, man. And once again, I've been monitoring my electric bills just to kind of see how it changes, and nothing really noticeably changed. I even put a keg freezer in my garage, and that unit and a deep freeze in my basement, and it's still just pretty normal, electric bill. So super high quality, efficient hardware they have, and I think I have a 10-year warranty on it, dude. So I mean, you can't really beat that.
No, you can't, dude. That thing hums. I mean, it's
quiet too.
I don't even know if it hums because it's whisper quiet.
Yeah.
But anyway, enough about those wonderful sponsors. There's a couple reasons why I played Adam Caps. There's maybe 3, 4, I don't know. But I'm going to tell you that is his newest single. It's called The Circus. It's usually kind of try to – we all do here at the radio station. It's kind of our deal to stay out of politics and stuff like that, and that's kind of a politically driven song. But – it makes a lot of sense. That song does.
Well, I think we're big proponents of just letting artists express themselves.
Well, because here's the thing: is one thing that I hate more than talking politics is the media. And I know we're in some facet of media, but
I don't look at us like that. But I guess we are. Yeah.
I think the media. I think what I get out of that song is they've kind of driven this country into this circus, this just craziness of a world where everybody is so goddamn wrapped up in politics and everything that you can't even breathe anymore. So I think that's where that song comes from. I really do. I think it's a good song. I think the words kind of cut down deep and kind of get to you. But another reason why I played that is because he will be headlining the Rose Music Fest this Saturday in Rose Hill.
Yeah.
Which it's going to be at Shorty Cox Park. We are fortunate enough to be included in this, which is fucking awesome to me, dude. There's so many great bands that I almost don't even feel like we should be in there. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too humble. I know we're going to kick its ass. I know we'll have a fucking good time, and we play at 2:15?
No, 2:30.
2:30. Okay. Yeah. But before us is Riot Nurse and ICT Rock Girl, and you damn sure don't want to miss those. And that starts at 12.
I want to say 12:30.
Yeah.
Gates open at 12.
Yeah, gates open at 12. So just be there at 12. Just to make it easy, show up at 12. There's going to be plenty of stuff to do for
you got food and beer and
music. No, it's all local
activities,
which is
cornhole. If you're good at cornhole,
fantastic thing. We'll be talking to Andrea. I think.
We'll see.
Allegedly, we'll be talking to Andrea.
Allegedly,
who's putting this on? So, yeah, we'll talk way more about all this in a little while. But yeah. So, everybody around Wichita kind of knows the elephant in the room.
Dude, I felt it when you started talking about the circus, man.
I did. I kind of moved it a little bit. But old news. Well, it started off with Talib Kweli. And I don't remember how the Riverfest put it, but their government, or no, not government, like it was the weather, but he has some politically charged.
Yeah, that's just who he is. I mean, that's a lot of music in general, if you think about it. But
I'm going to forewarn everybody. I tried to get old news on here. I didn't really know who to get a hold of for the Riverfest, but I kind of wanted both sides, and maybe moving forward we can make that happen.
Figure that out, yeah.
But to me, this is a big deal because it all started with, did they cut him short or did they cancel it? They cut him short, correct?
Yeah, well, from what I understand, they cut him short in the middle of his act, right in the middle of a song, kind of. Said there was some weather issues. But it happened to be about the same time he was, playing a super politically charged song, with some profanity and whatnot. But I mean, if you're looking at, the genre of hip hop in general, it's very rare to find somebody that's not, one, uses profanity, and two, doesn't have some sort of political belief or just an expression that they're wanting to get out. I mean, that's what hip hop is,
Right. Well, that's what music is in general. Yeah.
But specifically, hip hop is about, a lot of times it's about your life, your experiences, your struggles, and you want to let people know what your life is like and what your feelings are. And
well, because one thing is, regardless of gender, race, anything like that, I'm a firm believer in this. I know I'm not black, so I don't know how they've been treated. I can read it in books, whatever. But the thing is that I do know, middle class, maybe. I don't know what the fuck I am. I don't know what you classify me as. But the politics hit me just as hard. You know what I'm saying? That it's not an easy thing getting along in this world with the way politics are. And I firmly believe in, you need to hear other people's point of view. So when you relate to me through music. That's how I know how your world is,
Yep.
And so,
because a lot of times we might not have the opportunity to get face to face or have a conversation.
Like I'll never put
your music and know kind of what your thoughts are, on certain.
I'll never put anybody down for their view on the world, on their politics, anything like that. You should never do that because you don't know where they're coming from. You just don't.
Well, and it's their right, they
exactly
have every right to their own opinion.
Which brings me to a local band, Old News. They got up there and they started yelling, "Fuck Trump." Now, would I do that as a band? I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't use that stage right there to do that. But when they started yelling at that, they got cut short, which really pissed me off because that is your fucking freedom of speech, man. That is media, that's censorship. When you start yelling that, now maybe that, like I said, that wasn't maybe the stage to do it, but they were protesting in favor of what happened.
Yeah, previously. Yep.
And I applaud them. This has zero to do with politics. Whether I like Trump or don't.
I still don't agree with what they said, but I do believe if it wasn't in their contract, they had every right to do what they did. Now, was it in good taste or was it the right stage to do that? Like you said, I don't know. But
it's not for us.
I do know. No, I mean it's what is in their contract is what is the bottom line.
And I'm telling you right here and right now, I'm not going to tell you guys one way or the other where I stand on politics. I rarely talk politics with anybody because to me, I don't think it fucking makes a shit anywhere.
No, my opinion doesn't matter.
I think all it does is breed hate.
Yeah.
I could say one thing or the other, and it's not going to fucking make a damn bit of difference. Government's going to be government. I don't like government, period. And I'll be very upfront about that. Now, who our president is doesn't make a shit to me. I've never liked a fucking president since I've been old enough to know presidents, man. I think they're all fucking rich white dudes except for Barack, which I think he was just as corrupt as the fucking rest of them.
Yeah.
You want to get me on politics? I think it's just it's all corrupt is what I think. But now I'm not going to fucking use my stage to project that because I think that the stage is people show up to get away from that. I think that's why
they just want to hear me. To me, they want to hear music. You know,
that's why I listen to music because I go to get away from that shit. I don't want to hear it. Now, when I listen to something like The Circus from Adam Capps, like we just heard, you relate to it. And, it hits you because you relate to it. Now, I mean, it's not a stance on one thing or the other. I think it's just that's a song about we need to settle down.
Yeah.
We need to just fucking relax, quit letting the media tell us how to live our lives.
No, we need to figure this out ourselves because we're the ones in the trenches day in and day out. We're all the ones living in this society. And I personally surround myself with tons of different kinds of people who have completely opposite views.
Oh, yeah.
Because guess what? Maybe they're going to say something that sparks my interest or curiosity or brings up more questions that I can ask myself on how I feel about things, which that's just on me. I don't go around and try to like force my beliefs on anybody because nobody should do that.
Right.
But if I feel like that I have some sort of factual basis to back myself up in some degree, I might have that conversation. But really, I really enjoy having a huge difference of my friends, and me and you are totally different, even ourselves.
Yeah.
I mean,
and see, we'll have discussions though. I mean,
yeah, we don't get all heated and argue and yell, and I think it's up to us people, all of us, every single background, wherever you come from or whatever you believe, to come together ourselves, because nobody's going to bring us together but ourselves. And
well, what it boils down to,
one place we can actually come together, Derek, is music.
Right. What it boils down to is our community. Everybody should be involved in making their community better. That's it.
Yeah.
Politics aside, religion aside, race, gender.
Doesn't matter, man.
Your sexual preference, whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I don't care.
And you know what? I'm telling you, just thought of this, but when you go watch a band, go hang out, there's none of that. Not around the bars and everybody seems to be having a good time. Now, that being said, I understand what was going on with the old news thing, and I get it. I mean, that's rock and roll in its finest, man. That's your fucking defiance. That's your rebellion. And that's what rock and roll is fucking supposed to be, man. I love seeing that. I love seeing rock and roll fucking that rebellion. And like I said, regardless of fucking politics, they're fucking fighting it. And they stood up for something. And them getting the fucking plug pulled on them pissed me off, dude. It really fucking irked me. It really irked me. Really, really irked me. I thought Riverfest did a really shitty job of pulling the plug at that point.
Yep, and they did, and they could have done it if they were going to pull the plug. I mean, ultimately that's their call because it's their festival. But I think that they could have done it a little more professionally, not been yelling at the band and throwing their shit around, kind of.
As far as I'm concerned, or as far as I understand, there was zero contractual obligation to leave politics and profanity and all that out.
And that's what I'm. That's
I
what
don't
that's
know.
what
I didn't read the contract.
I'd like to read it just so I could see, but
I would too.
but if they say there was nothing in there, I mean, I assume there was nothing in there. I mean, I'm kind of going to take their word for it just because.
I will too.
I mean,
Now
I like to read shit that I sign. I don't know about you, Derek.
they were probably a little bit over the top in what they did, but fuck
Sure.
yeah, do it. If you fucking are passionate about something, you go over the top. I mean, that's my feeling.
Yeah.
You know, regardless of your thought, you have to appreciate the freedom of speech and the rock and roll rebellion, like I said.
Yeah. People forget that whole thing,
But while we're on the Riverfest, what they really, really, really pissed me off about.
Oh, dude, this
the
is
fucking
I
zigawatts.
want my money back, dude.
The fucking zigawatts. Now I know Nick posted all over how they took care of him, and if as long as he's fine with it, I suppose I'm fine with it. I'm not going to bitch about it. It wasn't my band, but it really upsets me to see somebody on a stage just like that. Like we had an interview with Nick months back, and he was fucking
He was
over the moon
excited for this.
dude. He was over. Of course you are, dude. When you
I would
play,
be.
when you play that genre of music to get to open for fucking Sublime and Soja, you're over the fucking moon.
I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. I mean,
Now, I mean, he was happy because he got the VIP treatment, and they took care of him. And
he got to meet him too.
Yeah,
Which is cool, but
But-
I think you would have met him if he would have played too. And to me, as a fan, I'm talking as a fan, Derek. That would have been my dream lineup there. Just to see like, where they've come from, and like get to see them play last year with Modest Yahoo and Stephen Marley, and and to add more notches to a belt like that just builds accolades in my opinion for them. And I just wanted to see that lineup, like incredible local music tied with the most incredible, touring act period, in my opinion, as far as that genre goes. I mean, that's debatable by some
now
people.
as a musician, in your head, you're thinking a show like this with a fucking huge act like Sublime. You're thinking, man, this could fucking break me open. I mean, this could break our band wide open. They could hear this and say,
"Hey, come with us."
Yeah, you never know. But in your head, that's where you go with it. So I'm pretty disappointed, and I'm disappointed in the fact that they didn't get like all these people. Maybe there's how many hundreds of new ears out there that have not heard the Zigawatts.
Oh, probably thousands, dude. That was I think that was the most packed the Riverfest has ever been. I'm pretty sure.
So fucking good, and they kind of got the shaft, but Nick, Nick, he was very cool and diplomatic about it, and didn't shed any hard feelings over it. So I'm not going to shed any hard feelings over it. I don't know. I'm not big on the festival thing anyway, but
I still want my money back, dude, because that's why I bought my button, dude.
I will tell you, and this wasn't an act of rebellion on my part or anything, but Saturday I hang out and I go to Mort's and I listen to the Scandinavians and just kind of go hang out. Just found little bars around town to support rather than the Riverfest. I think those are more corporate.
Well, it's actually a nonprofit, Derek.
Oh, well, yeah.
But still, I mean, it's besides the point. It's an entity that, in our eyes, did something wrong, and really, to my belief, they kind of, after the first deal, they kind of started picking on local artists because.
That's what I think too, but it is what it is.
It's not. I mean, I think local artists are a huge part of what Riverfest music is, and if they can't have that good relationship and that good, common ground that they can all agree upon, and behave professionally, all of them, artists and, the Riverfest alike. And I mean, we got problems because it's the biggest festival in our city, and there needs to be harmony, between the local musicians and the festival. And I don't know. I just think something needs to change, whether that's a more in-depth contract or something. Something needs to be clear as day that people can look at and say, well, hey, this is kind of the facts. And I just think it was kind of shitty that, one side says that it was a weather deal, the other side says it was profanity, and nobody really is going to go and say politics, but that's ultimately kind of what it goes after, considering the some previous artists in previous years had way worse in my opinion stuff going on, as far Cypress Hill and just other artists out there. I forgot who it was that had the big old balloons, but yeah, it said like "fuck yeah, Wichita" or something. But still, like, we need better contracts for sure, and it just needs to be set in stone where everybody knows the expectations. And if somebody strays from the contract, well, then that's one thing. But to use your discretion and sit there and make the call yourself, based on what your beliefs may be, is wrong. But I mean, I don't know. Maybe there was a weather problem. I don't know. But
right. Seems sketchy to me, but
yeah, like with the other stage, 1,000, 2,000 feet away, and that show continued on. Like, you think if the weather was a factor, they would both get shut down. So
right.
I mean, that could lead you to believe, other motives or something.
A little River Festival conspiracy going here, but
that or just faulty equipment. I mean, they have those little sensors, on stage, to detect, electricity and stuff like that, and to protect the people and the equipment and the staff and all that. And I don't know, maybe not the best piece of equipment. I mean, maybe it's just piece of equipment. I don't know. Regardless, better contracts, I think, is the answer for sure.
I absolutely think so.
Because if you sign something, you say you're going to behave this way, or this is how it's going to go. As an artist, they expect you to perform, according to your contract, and all is good. And if you stray from that, then they have every right to do, get you off stage or whatever. But if it's not in there, they have zero right to get you out of there like that. So
I absolutely agree.
And that's almost borderline a lawsuit, the other way at that point. So I don't know. Well, I'd like to know more facts about the whole deal.
I would too. Maybe we'll dig a little bit farther into this. Figure it out. But I will tell you one thing. Glenn Shipman is going to give us the rundown right now, and I guarantee you nobody's going to get the plug pulled on him.
Oh, shit. Nobody's going to pull the plug on Glenn.
Unless you really, 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 really suck. Nobody's going to pull the plug on any of these bands.
I really doubt they're going to pull the plug.
No, I doubt it. So anyway, here's Glenn with the rundown. Take it away, Glenn.
Hi, this is Glenn with your ICT Radio weekly show rundown for June 13th through June 19th. As always, you can send me your upcoming shows to gotoshowsict@gmail.com. That's gotoshowsict@gmail.com. I'll make sure to get them listed right here on the rundown. Okay, for Thursday, June 13th, we have Art from Everclear, Chris from Fountains of Wayne, Max from Eve 6, and John from Marcy Playground for the Songs and Stories at Wave at 7 p.m. Our favorite pretend friend is going to be at Brickyard at 8. Lunatic is going to be at the new stadium for Country Night at 9. Blues Jam is going to be over at the Shamrock at 8 p.m. 88 Diamonds is going to be at Wave at noon. The Rightly So, Sonita Ware, and Brooke Blanche is going to be at Kirby's at 9 p.m. Joseph Vincelli is going to be at Bradley Fair at 7:30. Then we have Pat's at Vorshay's at 6. And finally, Clownvis Presley, SS Webb, and St. Christopher are going to be at the Elbow Room at 8 p.m. Then for Friday, June 14th, we have Hawthorne Heights and Emory at Wave at 7. Pretend Friends going to move over to the Artichoke at 8 p.m. Then we have Dustin Arbuckle and the Hay Nations at Norton's at 8. Strong Like a Bull is going to be at the new stadium at 9:30. Hevel Havilum and Living Ghost with Rival Clicks is going to be at Kirby's at 10. 90 Proof Projects is going to be out east at the Lizards Lounge at 9. The band will be at Meddy's at 8. We have Across the Pond at Mort's at 8. And Groove 42 at the Candle Club at 8:30. Harrison Steele is going to be out east at Spalding's in Andover at 6 p.m. on the patio. The 99 will be at the Pump House at 6:30. Lou Brown Band is going to be at the Brickyard at 9 p.m. Mike Corkendahl and John Eaton will be at Kirby's at 7. And we have Zach Spencer Band at Third Place Brewing at 7. Sarah, Jonathan, and Karis at Moxie Junction and Maze at 7. Tribe will be at the Tin Lizard both Friday and Saturday night at 9:30. Ulterior Motives is going to be at Vorshay's at 9. We have Lucky People on the patio at Yaya's at 8. Jordan Butler is going to be at Fairmont Coffee at 7 p.m. Whitney Means is going to be at Meddy's at 4. John and Kaylee are going to be at Ecclesia Coffee House at 6:30. We have Kiss 2, Riley, Yasmin Nur, Peters 1914, and Elra at Wichita Oasis at 7. And finally, from Worlds Alike on tour at the Port of Wichita at 9 p.m. That takes us into Saturday, June 15th. Fist is going to be joining forces with John Woodson's Leg at the new stadium at 9. We have Piper Lee in the smoking section over at Vorshay's at 9. Jeremiah Foundation, Master Mood TV, and the Slow Poisoner will be at Kirby's at 9 p.m. MJ12 is going to be at the Hopping Gnome at 8. Danji will be at Snug Harbor at 7. Then we have Lou Brown at the Candle Club. Oh My God is going to be at Spalding's at 9. Fireside Collective at Norton's at 7. We have Dougie Jones and the Sunny Gems, 1,000 Miles of Fire. Better Hand and Broadview at Wichita Oasis 08. And Pizza and Pat's on the patio at Piatto Pizza at 4. Man, that's a mouthful. We have Molly Jean at the Brickyard at 6. Uche and the Crash is going to be at Mort's at 8:30. Monterey Jack will be at the Brickyard at 9. Annie Up will be at Yaya's at 8. Jennifer Byers Project at Third Place at 7. And finally, we have the Rose Music Fest at Shorty Cox Park in Rose Hill. Everything starts off at noon with Riot Nurse, then followed by ICT Rock Girl, our guys from the podcast Brother Jukebox, In Retrospect, Rivalries Aside, my band Tequila Ridge, Zero to Panic, Flashpoint, and following up the end of the night is Adam Caps. That takes us to Sunday, June 16th. We have Happy Father's Day, by the way. But we have Sun Voyager, Easy Killer, and Snow Child at Kirby's with no time listed on that show, but I assume it's 9 o'clock. Acoustics Anonymous will be at 2:30, then Lady D's Blues Jam will be at 8:30 at the new stadium. Don Bradley's Country Music Jam will be at the Shot Time 2 at 6. Joe Stump will be at Mort's at 2:30. We have Jared Brown and the Dirt Road Misfits at Chicken and Pickle at 1. And Zach Schaffner is going to be at the Brickyard at 6. Taking us into Monday, June 17th. The open mic at the new stadium with Aaron Underwood kicks things off at 9 p.m. Knee Breaker, Panda Diplomacy, and Cody Moore will be at the Donut Hole at 6:30. Jesse Lives, Corn Dog, PRND, Maurice Anthony, and Des Hill at Kirby's at 9. And finally, Pat's will be at the Candle Club at 5:30. Tuesday, June the 18th, Brian T. Meyer is going to be at Chicken and Pickle at 7:30. The Elbow Room Acoustic Jam is at 9, and Dan Luce's Acoustic Jam at the new stadium is at 9. And we have great live soul jazz at Mort's at 8 on the patio. Wednesday, June 19th, Natural Velvet, Not Cops, Deep Throat, and Blood Tide will be at Barleycorns at 9. The Steel Woods are making their trip to Wave at 6. We have Tech 9 at the Cotillion at 7. We have Ragtime, Naquiant, and Locals at the Donut Hole at 7. And finally, Pat's at Spalding's at 6. That does it for another packed week of live music in the Wichita area. Please keep listening to us on ict-radio.com. Vote for your favorite artist in the weekly, monthly countdown. And make sure you subscribe to our podcast. But most of all, go to shows.
All right, Glenn. We appreciate it. Appreciate all that you do, sir.
Hell yeah.
So, Eric,
Yeah.
you know what that sounds means?
Yeah.
It means I got me a new beer over here, man.
What is that?
Catherine 3 by Wichita Brewing Company. It is a Russian Imperial Stout, barrel-aged with coffee and Madagascar vanilla beans. Now, you tried
I had
this.
one of those.
Yeah, you did. What'd you think of it?
Dude, I thought it was pretty good. I really did thought it was I thought it was good. Obviously it was different because I was drinking a bunch of No, I was drinking a bunch of Coors Lights, but that was really good change up, I will say.
It is good. It is good. I will tell you this: there's a distinct taste in there that I cannot figure out. That I don't know if I'm a fan of or not.
Yeah.
But the whole beer, all in itself, is really good.
It was definitely a sipper. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, you're not chugging it.
and it took me a little bit to get into it, honestly. 5-6 sips to get to really adjusted to it because I was drinking some other shit before. But yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I don't know. I mean, it's obviously a weird time to drink that, but
It is. I don't know. I just figured.
granted, it's not really hot though. So I mean, I guess it's not a bad time. I'm just saying when it gets hot, that's not what I'm gonna be drinking.
Went and picked my family up from the airport today, and been drinking ever since.
They're like, you know what?
Went to the old Chicago.
Oh hell yeah!
Started getting drunk.
Had to make the stop on the way back.
Yeah. Well, that's my mom's go-to, so I knew I was gonna.
She hadn't had it in forever.
Yeah, no, a couple weeks, man. In Iceland.
Fiending.
In Iceland. Everybody was asking about me, wondering where I was at.
Really?
Just a poor white boy.
Nobody loves you. Queen. Derek's just a queen.
Fuck you.
Hey,
Anyway.
man. Blame it on the song, not the guy who's purveying the
No,
message.
Queen sang the song. You have to fucking call me a queen.
I wasn't calling you queen.
She just said Derek's a queen.
I don't know.
Bitch.
What
Anyway,
are you? What are you supposed
for
to
the
be?
record, I'm
Are
not.
you a king? Where are you? I don't know. He's a Catherine the Three right
I'm a
now.
drunk. Anyway, so more about this Rose Fest.
Oh yeah,
I'm super excited to be able to play this, dude.
I am too.
The lineup, there is no dips in the lineup. There is no, you can kind of skip this band, or, this is you show up at noon and you hang out until, what's the end, 10 o'clock or something like that?
Yeah, 10 or 10:30 or something. I don't know.
Because it
Yeah.
is chock full of great music.
Yep.
You want to know how I know this?
How?
Because we're early on and we're a good fucking band.
Yeah.
We're fun anyway. I don't know about great, but we're fun. But
We sell beer. It's all
but
good.
Riot Nurse, ICT Rock Girl, they go on before us, which I think we should probably be playing before them, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Yeah, then in retrospect, Zero to Panic after them.
No.
Oh, Rivalries aside.
Yep. Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, really ridiculous. Yeah. So it'd be in retrospect, Rivalries aside, then Zero to Panic, Tequila Ridge, Flashpoint, Adam Caps.
Dude.
That's fucking ridiculous. $10 gets you into all that.
And if you got kids, they're free. Under 12.
There is a cornhole tournament. Yeah, I mean this is the
It's
first
the real
year.
deal, man.
This is awesome, dude. This is really, really awesome, and I really, really hope that that we get to do it again next year, and every year that they keep putting this on, because it's a good little hometown festival, and it is a short drive from Wichita. Short.
Yeah.
What is it? 10 minutes,
Probably.
30 or so.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Couple songs on ICT radio. And
I see that Tequila Ridge had added a steel guitar player. I don't know if he's going to be there Saturday. I don't know if that was a full-time thing. I should probably
the pedal steel.
Yeah, he said get used to it because he was supposed to play a lot more with them. So
Nice.
I don't know what that means, but I know it sounded really freaking good.
Yeah, you can see the smile on Glenn's face.
Oh yeah. Well, you know, one of my likes, as a matter of fact, is the soothing sound of a steel guitar.
Oh yeah, that's yeah, and puppies and good bartenders, not shitty ones.
No, that was my dislike. Was the shit.
I know, but if you dislike a shitty bartender, then you obviously like a good one. That's just kind of a given.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Still waiting on Tim's. He's we don't know. Tim's a mystery man.
I don't know if Tim likes anything or dislikes anything. I think Tim's just pretty vanilla. Just
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't hate much. I don't like much either. Just
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, we'll be sitting there hanging out.
Yeah,
for
we'll
the
have Tim
station.
too. Yeah.
We will. So if you guys are listening, come by and talk to us.
We'll have some
Come
shirts
request-
over there. I don't know what we're gonna do with them, but
Come
We'll figure
request a
something out.
song.
oh yeah, come request songs and shit. We'll probably be talking to a bunch of bands and
Come drink a beer. I have beer. I have beer sitting over there, amongst other things. So yeah, come over and say hi and hang out. We won't kick you out of there unless you start. No, we won't kick you out of there. There's just
probably not unless we're like trying
unless
to
you
record
start getting
something.
violent or something. Don't come over there getting all violent and weird and shit. But
Right.
other than that, come hang out with us.
Should be pretty chill over there, I think.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking forward to it. Bring the whole family out there, guys. Like you can.
I know there is a cornhole tournament, which I'm really pissed off. The timing on this. I have to talk to Andrea about this. But it's right in the middle of our set, so that's when it starts anyway. And
Maybe they can put our competitor Derek like in front of the stage, and we can just. No, that ain't gonna work like that. But
I don't know, man. I could probably play harmonica and throw some fucking beanbags at the cornhole. That's
Yeah.
but
that sounded really dirty, Derek. Wow.
I can play cornhole and play music at the same time. I'm pretty sure of it. But yeah. Well, anyway, I guess for this half of the podcast, we'll call it good, and then on the other end of this, we'll come out and we'll talk to Andrea from Rose Music Fest. She is one of, I don't know if she's one of the founders or she's the.
I think so, though. I mean, I think it's our sponsors at
I know
least.
she's the one that. Well, of course, Andrea. You guys have heard from Andrea on a million different events, and she's been on here more than
Different-
once.
Different pages promoting stuff, and
That woman, she keeps us in line, which
yeah, she does.
not an easy task.
No, it's hard to wrangle us.
I know sometimes she probably wants to strangle us and
Oh yeah, I guarantee she's
smack us around a little
punch
bit.
us in the head.
Oh yeah, I guarantee you she wants to fucking give us a knuckle sandwich. But
Sorry,
But we're-
Andrea.
we are. I know she's listening to this. So, but I know she is very good at what she does in
Yep.
putting all these events on. Matter of fact, the way that we came to know her was through the arts and entertainment show that Flashpoint's album release a little over a year ago.
Yeah, I was astonished on the organization, man.
Oh, that was a ridiculous. That was awesome. It was so fucking cool how she put all of that together, and she'll tell you it's everybody else. It's just she just has the ideas, and she's very humble.
I swear she's some wizard back here behind the curtain, like the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, no, she's got some wizardry going. Good things about Andrea, really do. Like I said, I know it's not easy to keep us in line sometimes. We got a million things going, but she will rope you in the line. Like she'll make sure you're doing what you're supposed to. And anyway, we'll get to hear from her after we play a song.
What are we gonna play, Derek?
This is a new, fairly new song that we have.
Who's it from?
Back Pocket Driver, and this song is called Nonsense. So,
Enjoy.
enjoy.
Waking from my slumber, knowing
ready to go. We're recording, so yeah.
Okay. Well,
Is there anything?
Rose Music Festival, June 15th, 2019. First one.
This Saturday. Yes.
Yes.
I'm excited. I'm excited that both the band and the station get to be a part of it.
Yeah, we're gonna be all over
Yeah,
that.
me too.
place.
I know. You guys are gonna be jumping back and forth from
I know.
tent to tent.
I
But
feel
it's
like
not
that's
like-
what you're gonna do too, though. You're gonna be all running around.
Yeah.
Like,
It's not like it's actual work
Right.
for us. I mean, we got to sweat a little bit, but we do that when we're walking around anyway. So we're running.
That's why I messaged you guys like on our group, band mess that we use, and I'm like, yeah, bring a shirt, guys, an extra one or two.
Oh yeah, I'm changing. I'm
need one.
straight changing out of my stage gear into shorts and flip flops.
yeah,
Right.
for sure. Oh, and you kind of brought up a good point with the square reader deal. That's a good point. Didn't think about that.
Oh,
So that's going to be a deal.
yeah. We're taking all cards at the gate too, and I know several of the bands do have square readers and take all cards. So I can't tell you for sure who, but just ask them.
I know we'll have one just because you really sparked that.
We will
idea.
take payment in beer. So
Yeah,
In beer.
I've been known to trade off
Great.
shirts for beer. So
right.
Yeah. Bartering
Barter-
system.
yeah, right. Yeah,
All for that.
bartering. We'll call it bartering. It's
First 100 people in the door get a autographed bar napkin from Derek.
See,
So-
now you're gonna have napkins on hand.
I know.
Because somebody is gonna hear that and they're gonna come to your tent and be like, "Where's my napkin?"
yeah, but we've done that before. Nobody showed up for the.
If they
autograph
do,
ball.
we'll come up with a napkin. I don't know. We'll find something. Paper towel. That's something. Here you go.
Well, I'm sure. I can put a plug right there. I'm sure our what was it, Barmobile exclusive events. They'll be happy to give you a napkin to sign.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'll be
sure.
happy to sign it. I'll just. So Andrea, tell everybody out there, like we've given the rundown on the festival itself, but give us a rundown on probably everything that we missed. I'm sure we missed plenty. So
Yes. Well, I don't know. It's pretty much it's out there. We have a commercial now on several of the antenna stations, Antenna TV. And then we have a radio spot now going on T95 and KFDI. So those listeners listen in because you'll hear us on those stations, which is pretty cool, especially being
Yeah,
that it's
absolutely.
our first. We just kind of like jumped in head first on everything.
it's the way to do it, though.
Gotta start somewhere.
But you guys know me. You've been around me long enough to know that that's just kind of what I do.
Right.
So,
Well, that's the way I find it's
Right.
better to just do it. Like just rush into it. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out as we're going, and it seems
Right.
a lot funner that way.
Right.
A lot less stress that way, I'll tell you. Because if you just
Probably more stressful.
yeah.
but if you just sit around stewing about it for a while, like one, I don't think it'll be as good, and two, why worry? You
But,
know.
well, see, thinking's
Gotta
never
happen.
done me much good, so I just like to not think about it and just do it.
If Derek thinks too much, like there's not enough room in there, and like if there's not enough room in there, he might just die. So it's best for him just not to think.
Yeah.
I'm usually making bad decisions anyway, so I'll blame it on the snap decision. So, but anyway,
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, Riot Nurse, Madeline May, aka ICT Rock Girl, you guys, Brother Jukebox, In Retrospect, Rivalry Society, Gila Ridge, Zero to Panic, Flashpoint, Adam Capspan. Yeah, we've got an all genre deal there.
It's all
Almost
over
all
the
genres.
place. It's
Pretty close
pretty
to
all
all
over the
genres.
place.
You
Yeah.
know what I think is really, really cool about it is that you put together an all local event, and the lineup is so good. It's so ridiculously good, and it is all local. So
Yeah,
yeah,
and we you know, I have to say I did that on purpose. But
well, yeah. There's
even
nobody.
the
Go ahead. Sorry.
what was that?
I was gonna say. I mean,
Oh.
nobody's more involved in the local music scene than you. I mean, you got you and Flashpoint and everybody. Yeah, you guys just put so much emphasis on the local scene, and it's awesome.
Well, we've got a lot of great. I mean, you guys brought it out really with ICT Radio and letting people know that we do have a tremendously talented musician. I mean, not just musicians around here. I mean, getting more like with me and getting into events. You know, we've started bringing in artists and things like that, and we've got a just artistically wonderful group of people here just in the Wichita and area.
Absolutely.
It's amazing how much that we really do have here, and I'm really glad that, you know, Wichita and some of the other like communities around Wichita it's really starting to recognize that, because it's overdue, because we do have this and it needs to be brought to the forefront. And you know, we've been airplanes for so long, and I don't think it's working for us personally.
It's probably
I think the arts.
overplayed.
To me, it's
Yeah.
kind of crazy because
Yeah, no,
what I really like about it is that for so long, it's always kind of been, you know, like huge touring acts coming through, the biggest venues that Wichita has. Everybody go to those shows, you know, don't get me wrong, they'd go support all those big acts or whatever. But guess what? Those big acts are just going to take that money and skip town the next morning or even that night.
Mhm.
And you know what? We're all left here like, well, I guess we'll wait till the next one. But what a lot of people didn't realize is that there was just as good, if not better, acts right here that play 7 nights a week now. I mean, in Wichita, you can go find something to listen to, and you know,
Right.
way more reasonable price. You know, some places don't even have covers. So, I mean, I think people are starting to realize that the music scene here is actually something that, you know, you don't necessarily have to go to a huge arena or go to Kansas City or Oklahoma City or Denver or whatever, and to go see who you want to see.
Mhm.
I mean, that's still fine, but I still feel like that people are really kind of figuring out that, holy crap, like there's all of this going on here. I'm going to go over here and see what's going on, you know? And
Right.
because you can constantly interact with those
Right.
bands, those musicians, and you can make new friends. And I mean, that's, since we started our station, it's been crazy just meeting new people. And there's just, I don't know, there's easily 1,000 just awesome, you know, musicians here that are supporting each other and going to each other's shows. And this is a huge event here that I feel like is an example of that. So
Well, and everybody
Yeah.
supports the fan base. I mean, like the musicians love the fan base, and the fans love the musicians, and the bars and everybody. It all works together, no matter what venue.
Well,
you're
and then yeah, and then the majority of the bands support the other bands, which is what I love around
Mhm.
here, is that the bands themselves, and it doesn't matter really what genre, because you have country at a metal, you have metal at an alternative, you know, show, and you know, it's just
you got a
everyone is
country at a
supporting
reggae
each other,
show.
Well, we had Aaron Underwood, you know, reggae guy,
yeah,
and he plays bass in Callahan's band, but he also recorded on our bluegrass country, whatever the hell we are, you know. And it was just a phone call away, is what it was. It wasn't anything. We didn't
yeah.
really pay him or shit like that. He just came in and did it. and is just supporting.
Yeah, he filled in. Yeah, he filled in for Flashpoint last Saturday at a show.
It's
He's
all over
just
the place.
I love him.
But it's the love of music. I mean, that dude loves music more than anything. I mean,
Oh
And
yeah.
since we're talking about him, his band is Lively Up, so you guys need to check him out for the
Yes.
listeners.
I don't know who's been on here
Yeah.
more, you or him. I don't know. It's there's
Glenn.
there's a tie.
Glenn.
Yeah, Glenn or
Glenn's-
Andrea or Aaron.
I want to say Glenn maybe, but
I guess-
it's a tight race between you
I guess
three.
Dusty Grant. You got. He's been on there quite a bit too. So maybe we need to.
Yeah.
We need to get out there and talk to more people. Maybe I don't know.
Well, I don't know. It's not our fault that
Right.
Andrea is so involved that she just
It's true.
has a lot of stuff she needs to talk about because she does a lot. So we're kind of gravitating towards everything that's happening, and the Rose Festival is happening.
Well, and Aaron, yeah, it's funny you guys brought up Aaron because Aaron and I have another thing that we're gonna start working on Monday.
Of course, you
and
guys
let
do.
you know about that. I know.
Why wouldn't you guys have something going on?
I don't. And it was funny because I just texted him earlier and I said, "Hey, can you meet Monday?" And he's like, "Yeah." And I said, "No, I don't rest in between events." So I don't think I could handle it if I had a break. So,
No,
but yes, back to the Rose Music Festival.
we definitely need people like you guys and Aaron and Glenn and all you guys that work so hard to put this stuff on. So yeah, it's great.
Yeah. So, but yeah, come to the Rose Music Festival and see kind of, I guess you can say, what I'm all about, what my company, Fueled by Spaghetti Productions, is all about. What we've partnered with American Family Insurance. Gerald Amato has come in and partnered with me to help get this thing going. Without him, it would not be as, but still big because you guys know me. So,
Yeah, that stuff's never easy. I guarantee
he's
it's never easy.
Yeah, he's definitely helped bring another element to kind of like what we have already established, which has been a very beneficial thing for both parties. So
So you guys are gonna have some crazy stuff going on there, like cornhole and stuff, right?
yeah, we have games for the kids. We also have an archery group coming in. They're certified. They're called All Things, and they've done everything from Andover days to they do their own Thursday night things where people can just come and learn how to shoot. They also teach people how to shoot BB guns and gun safety classes. They do stuff like that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's all ages can do that. It's not just for, all ages could do, the Bozo buckets if they want to. If they want to win bubbles, by all means, win some bubbles. But
I'm all about the bubbles.
Me?
and then we have and then we have a cornhole tournament by Sons of Pitches with a P.
No bees.
Yeah.
And no bees. But they so there will be sign up there. You can still sign your teams up when you get there. The thing is it's $10 to get in to the music fest, which the cornhole tournament is in the fence of the music fest. And then it's like $10 a person to play the cornhole tournament, and I can't remember the amount of the winnings, but you do win money if your team wins. So you could get, if you win, you could get all of your, everything paid for the day, basically.
No doubt. Is there like a time frame that has to happen or anything like that? Or
so bags fly at 1 o'clock. So basically you have from 12 to 1 o'clock to get signed up. I'm sure they'll have a table set up outside the gate. You could probably sign up before that. while you're waiting to get into the festival itself. But there's also, if you go to the Facebook page, Rose Music Festival's Facebook page, there is an event set up, and you can pre-register on the Sons of Pitch's event page.
So I'm a little
So
upset.
there's a couple ways to do it.
I'm a little upset that that's right in the middle of our set almost. So I'm not gonna be able to play cornhole. Which,
Aww. See?
I'm kind of a stud at some cornhole.
He is pretty good, man.
Throw some
Like,
beanbags.
Well, maybe you could talk to and have someone throw for you during your set.
I might have to do that.
get Ray Ray in there, man.
But I don't know if there's anybody as good as me out there that I can find to fill in. So
Your dad, he gave you the DNA for it, Derek. Your dad.
he really did.
Oh, there you go.
Horseshoes, washers, cornhole.
So there'll be food there and beer and stuff, right? People
Yeah.
are thirsty and hungry.
Yeah.
And
Yep. Exclusive events they're providing the liquor, and it's mixed drinks too. It's not just beer. And I think he's going to have a special drink named after it for the day as well. I don't know what yet. And then we have barbecue. We have tacos. We have funnel cakes. I'm trying to think of everything. We have Filipino flavor type,
Hey.
the hot plate. It's kind of, so we
You
kind
had me, you had me at tacos, Andrew.
We're all over the.
You had me at funnel cake.
Okay.
I'll have some funnel cake out there.
And then I think we have a gourmet, like, shaved ice truck coming as well.
Ooh.
So they have these special, like their ice is from some mountains. I don't know it, but yeah. I don't know how
That's
they do
crazy.
it, but it's gourmet ice.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah. And then also we're going to have basic concession stands. The Rose Hill class of 2020 will be in the concession stand area building. And they'll be serving, kid favorites like hot dogs and chips and things like that for those of us who have little children who won't necessarily eat a big barbecue sandwich.
Why are kids so picky? At least we it likes like three things:
that makes
macaroni,
sure.
hot dogs, and
Right.
No, I'm absolutely excited. I've been so excited about this since we talked. I don't know how long we've been talking about it. Quite a while, but
Yeah.
fun. Yeah, I've just been.
Speaking of kids, 12 and under is free. So
yeah, you have no
and
excuse
then
not to go.
also if you look right, and then if you get a sitter later, as long as you keep your wristbands on, you can take your kids home to a sitter and then come back for a date that evening and hear like Tequila Ridge and Flashpoint and Zero to Panic and Adam Caps is our headliner. So it's gonna get crazy later as the evening goes.
It's funny that we're the tame ones. You left Brother Jukebox on early. We're usually the late crowd, but
Okay,
But I will say I like getting us out of the way so we can have fun,
right.
Out
Maybe
of everyone, I think Zero to Panic is the like they said, psycho ska. That's what they are, and
I love that too. By the way,
People do not be afraid of what psycho ska sounds like. I mean, I know that sounds scary, but it's like the best thing you've ever heard. Like it's gonna be. You don't even know where to look, and you just don't know.
Right?
You don't know. I don't even know what to do with my hands when they play. I don't know. I get lost.
I hope they bring saxophone.
Oh yeah, yep. That's always the best. Like
Yeah.
he's got those. He's got those plugs on there that are like neon colored and stuff, and super cool to look at.
Yeah. But did you say at one show, they brought out their blow up saxophone, and they brought an audience member on stage to play with them. It was hilarious.
I did not see that.
I have not seen that either.
Yeah, that was Trauma Fest last year, I think.
Dude, those guys are something else. I swear to God, they are the funnest band to go watch. I mean,
Yep. There's an
I
energy.
know.
There's an energy to them, and really every band in the whole festival has a certain vibe to them and energy and fan base and
Oh, yeah.
And just if you don't like a band, wait a little bit. Guess what? It's gonna be completely different.
Right.
So,
I mean,
Right.
Andrea, are you the one responsible for this, or is it a big group thing, or I mean, are you the one that put it together?
Well, it was my brainchild, and so yeah, in a way, I started the ball rolling. We tried to do something for the Rose Hill Fall Festival last year, and it got canceled because of weather. And then I went to Gerald, because we were on the same committee, and I said, hey, why don't we just do this anyway and pick a summer date instead, and just have a festival and music festival, not necessarily affiliated with any type of I don't know,
city deal or whatever.
normal city deal. Yeah, right. So he thought it was cool, and Chief Mosley was like, when's the date? Because he was excited about it and kept bugging me about it. And then I told him, and he's like, okay, we're there. So we have the Rose Hill PD like helping with security. They're pretty excited about it.
Oh, they're gonna get it. They're gonna get to hear some awesome music for free. Like, think about it.
I know.
Lucky guys.
Yeah, I know. So, but anywho, yeah, June 15th starts at 12 o'clock, and you can still get tickets online at rosemusicfestival.com, or you can pay for them at the door. There will be premium seating available at the door that you can upgrade to, or we have like 5 VIP packages that we will have for sale at the door if someone wants to do a VIP package last minute. So
What does that consist of?
and those are $75, which the VIP package, you get to sit in a tent, and you get a table and chairs, and basically stay out of the sun all day. And then you also have direct access to the front, right in front of the stage. So you get to be like right up close to the bands. There'll be a barrier type deal. Yeah.
So you get to see my
and
beautiful
2
face up
t-shirts
close,
and
and
2 VIP. Yeah. They can get right up in your harmonica.
right. I would that wouldn't be a selling point. I don't think I would sell it like that, but but
But yeah. And then 2 t-shirts and 2 lanyards that say VIP. So yeah.
That's a pretty good deal, really.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we're gonna have t-shirts with the band lineup and everything. We just picked them up today. They'll be $20 a shirt, and available there for purchase. So we're going all out.
well, it's awesome, man. I'm so glad that we get to be a part of it. Like I said, and I'm glad you put it on. I'm glad that you have the tenacity and the fire to take this on and put it on. So and include us in it.
Well, thank you.
Which is awesome, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I don't think there's
excited about
anything
it.
but fun that will be had at the Rose.
We're gonna be broadcasting live all day there, except for when we're playing. Unless Tim decides to get froggy over there, I don't know. But yeah, we're gonna be over there broadcasting, talking to bands, and hanging out, and yeah, enjoying our day because it's gonna be an awesome one.
Yeah, it'll be great. Everyone should come, even if it's. I mean, even if you come for half the day, $10 is still a steal. I
It
mean,
is.
Yep,
for half
it
the
is.
bands.
Yep.
$10
something for your
for any one of the
kids to do.
bands would be good. So
Oh my, yeah. When it's $5 just to get into a door, for one band, then I mean, come on, 9 bands,
well, and like
Yeah,
you
it's
said,
and your kids get in free.
What is that? $1.10 a band, roughly $1.11. Come on now.
Right.
yeah, bring your kid. That's been a huge selling point with a few of my friends. Is just like your kids under 12 can get in for free.
Yeah.
Bring the family out. Oops. Come.
Right. Well, I was talking to Rivalries Aside the other day, and they really, believe it or not, a hard rock band really tugged at my heartstrings a little bit. They said because they do so many shows that are 21 plus, that what they were most looking forward to was that their kids get to see Daddy play. And
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my goodness, that just really, because they don't get that. So
Well,
that's why I do
same
this,
here.
really.
Yeah.
We're the same way,
For the kids.
we have our bar set, and then we have our family friendly set that, and lucky enough that my kids got to watch me, and the same way with Eric, and they get to hang out and watch Dad play, and they could give a shit less, to be honest. But for me to have my kid out there getting, it's
Yeah.
they
They do watch. You don't think they do, but they do. They're
Yeah.
watching. So
And it's cool because it potentially sets up the next generation for, musicians.
yes.
You get to be
Right.
the people we get to go sit in lawn chairs when we're old. You get to watch these young kids.
Well, that my kid will go to school or go to wherever and be like, hey, I got to watch my dad play music at wherever,
Right. Yeah. At some point in life, it'll be cool,
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm hoping for
Would
anyway.
have been.
But, yeah, it is cool, especially the family events like that. They're really fun. I don't get to swear, and I don't get to chug beer on stage like I'm accustomed to, but it is very cool to have the family there and hang out. And
Yeah.
so
Well,
I guess
Like I said, everyone needs.
everybody
June
come out and
15th.
June 15th.
June 15th. Right. I know. It's. I told Tim the other day. I said this could either be just Logo or Woodstock, and I'm really kind of worried more about it becoming Woodstock.
I just want there to be enough people out there wearing crowd surf. That's it. Last song, if there's enough people out there, last song, I throw my harmonica out and dive into the crowd and
That'd be a first,
hope
Derek.
for the best.
Hope for the best. It's probably not going to end well, Derek.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I hope there's some stout
Just hope
people
there's
up
not a
front. Shit. Anyway, no, Andrea, we really appreciate you talking to us, and especially thank you for putting on the
Of course.
Rose Fest and inviting us down there. And we'll be there Saturday. We'll be hanging out and having fun, and
Yeah.
God
we,
help.
we expect the listeners to come out and hang out as well.
Right.
Come say hi. Tell us how crappy we
Yes,
are talking.
Or
I'll welcome it.
right.
Come criticize us.
All right.
All right.
I'll see you guys Saturday.
All right. We'll see you then.
All righty.
Okay.
All right. Well, we want to thank Andrea for sitting in with us. You could tell just by that. Sorry for the lag in there a little bit, but in between that lag, you can tell how much fun that is going to be.
Dude, it's going to go down.
I promise you, like we actually mentioned it a little bit in there, how all the bands like to hang out with the fans and stuff. So I guarantee you there's going to be a ton of that. You know, what kind of music festival do you go watch and then get to hang out with all of the bands?
Yeah, no
I'm
doubt.
not promising that, but I'm guaranteeing you there's going to be.
Oh, we'll hang out. If you want to hang out with us.
We'll all be around there selling merch. We'll be at the radio booth or at the merch booth or both. It's going to be a fucking fantastic time. It's going to be fun. It really is. I promise you. $10 is so worth it. $10, like I said, $10 would be worth one of the bands. Not us. We're worth about a nickel, but we'll literally, you could give us a 12-pack of Natty and we'll come play in your backyard. But outside of that, no.
I wouldn't go that far, Derek. I don't know.
I don't know. Depends on who you are.
Maybe some gas money, at least. Come on.
But anyway, no, all joking aside, it really will be a really good time. And it's family friendly. It's adult friendly. I mean, you can drink there. Make sure you have a DD. You don't want the law getting on your booty.
Yeah, no
arresting you.
No getting rough with the law dogs.
But
wear your seatbelts.
Hey, we're into the show. We'll save that one for another show.
I'm just saying, wear your seatbelts if you're out there. You driving?
But yes, really, 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 really come out to this. It is a local fest. It's all local. Everything is going to the artist. It's going to local businesses. It is supporting absolute local. There is nothing but local going on here.
Yeah, your money's not leaving town by supporting everybody involved.
Except for the government when they steal your money, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, well.
That's a joke. That's a joke. That goes back to the seatbelt thing. But
okay.
Anyways. Speaking of supporting local, make sure you go to Top Shot Paint Repair.
Yeah, topshotpaint.com, baby.
Any body work, window tinting, anything that you need, just call them.
Yep.
Get a quote. See what they can do for you. They're the best at what they do. Alpha Heating and Air.
Yeah, give them a call, 316-765-4492. Let them hook you up with the new AC unit or just a simple repair. No big deal. Make sure your AC's nice and solid for the summer because I feel like this is going to be a hot one, man.
It might be muggy, I think.
It's already muggy.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, well, we want to thank Adam Capps for playing the first song, Back Pocket Driver for the middle song, and then we are going to play a brand new song that we just got in, Monday maybe? Pretty early this week, called Radio Saint, brand new band to Wichita. I like it. I like these guys, dude. They are like your alternative kind of God dang it. I had a good
word. I don't even know what you call it. Like, it's just good.
I got a word for it, but I can't remember it now. I drank too much beer doing this. So, but anyway, Radio Saint is the name of this band. So go check them out. Go look them up on Facebook. More importantly, go find them out at a venue somewhere here around town. But yeah, Radio Saint. It's not you, it's me. Oh, what?
Yeah, I was gonna say we're gonna leave them with the perfect song, and you just gave it away.
Oh, psychedelic. That's what I was going after. It's kind of got this psychedelic alternative thing going to it.
Yeah. But the song, Derek, like you said, is called "It's Not You, It's Me"
by Radio Saint. We love you guys. We'll see you next Thursday.
Tune in Saturday, all live.
work out this time. So I know you're probably upset, and I don't blame you. It's not you. It's me. It's me.
So I'm the one that turns the dust, soaked with rain that's hollow rust. I only have a second now to wash away the day somehow. Don't wanna fall in love. I've had enough, and just because the two of us never really made it up. No, I don't wanna fall in love. I've had enough, and just because the two of us never really made it up. Don't wanna fall in love. I've had enough, and just because the two of us never really made it up. No, I don't wanna fall in love. I've had enough, and just because the two of us never really made it up.
All right. I'm drunk. I need to go get another beer.
I might as well do. Are you going to do that right now? All right. Good talk.